In the previous episode, I got started in Asuna. I am looking for another pillar of creation. However, many of you commented down below saying that I should really consider heading back to Stormheim just for a little bit and finish up that zone to 100% and complete all of the chapters. Apparently, one of this expansion's very best cutscenes is at the end of Stormheim. So you know what? I'm gonna be heading back just for one episode. We are actually currently flying above Suramar, which is the final zone we will be unlocking as well. I have not seen any of this yet. Look at that. That looks incredible. And that right there is Dalaran, right? If I understand correctly though, we won't be heading there until like level 110. So that's gonna take, you know, just a little while longer. Alright, so that right there is gonna be Nathanos in the background. However, quick recap of the story. So basically, Lady Sylvanas sent us over here to Stormheim to pick up the Aegis of Aggramar, one of the pillars of creation, and it's gonna help us eventually defeat the Burning Legion. However, she also had a mission of her own to apparently complete. Now, we don't really know exactly what that is, but we did get word that apparently she got in trouble while trying to scout out one of the Alliance's ships with none other than Greymane himself. So I guess it is time for us to talk to Nathanos Blightcaller right here, the champion of the Banshee Queen. Finally, someone competent arrives at this sorry excuse for an outpost. Our efforts to complete Sylvanas' mission are at a standstill, but now we have even more pressing matters on our hands.
Make yourself useful.
Our mission in Skolt Ashil will have to wait, mage, for now. We have more pressing matters to attend to. I had just recently arrived with reinforcements for our assault when Greymane's ship sailed in and began barraging our walls. We deployed our siege weapons, but their ground forces quickly overwhelmed us. If you can get to those catapults and take out the dogs manning the cannons, it may give us the window we need to push the attack. He's got another quest for me as well, called Dread Awake's Dilemma. The situation has taken a dire turn, Loko. We were unprepared for Greymane's sudden assault, with only a token force left behind at Dread Wake's landing, and we are paying the toll. The beach is now swarming with Worgen infiltrators, and if the cannons breach our defenses, they will likely swarm in on us. We're spread too thin here to take the fight to them, but you could change that. Wipe them out. Sure.
For the Dark Lady.
So the Horde has set up an outpost right over here, and apparently we gotta go ahead and take out some of these Worgen infiltrators, as well as get rid of a whole bunch of the enemies. Actually, why am I not currently wearing my artifact weapon? I should probably consider doing that. One thing to note, by the way, as well, is that I got Archmage Modera with me, which is one of the perks of having a class hole. I haven't actually used any of those bodyguard perks just yet, but apparently she's gonna be attacking with me as well. She's sort of like my own personalized water elemental. Although, you know, we haven't seen him in a little while. I haven't played Frost in a while, but she's gonna be hanging out with me for the time being. Oh, we got that. We got the bagpipes in the background once again, too. Always a massive fan of those. Probably one of the most recognizable points of this entire zone to begin with as well. Is that... Oh, that's Greymane right there. Look at that dude. He's just hanging out at the top of the ship, letting his Worgen bros basically kill everyone else, but they're not doing all so well. What did he just say? You cannot hide from me? Well, I'm afraid I'm just gonna fire this catapult right here, and as you can see, it's at the very least gonna hurt you somewhat. Alright, so I've killed 10 of the Worgen, and I guess now it is time for us to shoot the final blast there with the catapult. You cannot hide from me, says Grenn right there, but I mean, I'm afraid that it's already a little too late. Actually, ooh, there's a quest objective right over there. But hold on, let me return. You know what? I'm gonna see what this is all about, because it says Gilnean heavy explosives, and I may very well be able to blow up a boat. It looks like the Gilnean infiltrators brought some heavy ordnance to the fight. It's likely they intend to use them on the walls of Dreadwake's landing. If these could be rigged to Greymane's ship, it could make for a decisive end to his assault on the outpost. Plant 3 Gilnean heavy explosives onto the hull of Greymane's ship and detonate them at a safe distance. You know what? Before heading back, let's just swim down real quick. I don't really want to be attacking any of these fishes if I cannot avoid that. Although, it looks like they're not gonna leave us alone, so I'm gonna have to kill them. I'm sorry, Mr. Fish. Okay, that is going to be the second charge of explosives. Right there on the hull as well, and I think the final one, yep, should be over here. Although, once again, we are being attacked by a bunch of fish. There we go. The explosives are set. Get to a safe distance and detonate them. Alright, we'll go ahead and do so by returning to Nathanos Blightcaller. Excuse me, Mr. Worgen, you don't need to die. I didn't mean to kill you, but I mean, you sort of just attacked me, so I guess... Hold on. I'll give you some fireworks, okay? Hold on. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sorry about that, game. So now that the ship is on fire, I think it is about time we return to Nathanos to see what he has to say about this. Nathanos! Hey! Nathanos, I got some quests for you. Oh, there's a Worgen? Alright, hold on. Let me destroy that dude real quick for you. I see you're getting distracted, that's fine. Mr. Nathanos, ha! Greymane will find his cannons aren't so useful when the Blight takes his crew. Okay. I could feel that explosion from here. That Gilnean bastard never knew what hit him. I mean, the fish knew, at the very least. It looks like the ravens will feast on Worgen flesh today, mage. Well done. Well, you're kind of gross. Anyway, by the Dark Ladies' favor, you did it. I witnessed the explosion from here. There is no way that Greymane could have survived such destruction. You have done a great deed today for the Forsaken. Rest assured, it will be remembered. Okay, so we'll get to pick one of 2 of these. I guess I'll go with the mantle, just because it looks badass. Thanks to your initiative, mage, the situation of Dreadwake's landing is under control. We have no time to rest on our laurels, however. Sylvanas' mission must still be carried out. The Dark Rangers are heading up operation in Skoldershiel from the tower overlooking the river junction. Seek them out there and see if you can aid them in completing this task. Lucky for me, it's not all too far. Lucky for me, Archmage Modera's horse apparently can swim just fine with a human on its back as well. No issue at all. But right on the other end of the water here is where we probably need to be heading. The Ranger's Foothold. Well, would you look at that, who we found over here on the other side of the water. Apparently she's been hanging out here all along. Archmage Modera just casually creeping up on some unsuspecting Ranger captains, but that's all good. Lady Sylvanas.
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
You seem surprised to find me here? I was surprised as well to find that my forces were unable to even breach the city of these cursed Frykles. The time has come to employ some different tactics, and your arrival couldn't have been more fortuitous. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Our goal lies within that vault, mage. I don't have time to explain in detail, just know that it is vital to the Forsaken that we succeed. The Shieldmaidens have proven tenacious in their defense, but I believe there may be another way in. A chosen few of the Order are allowed entrance, and I need you to find out how. In the town, I have seen intricately engraved shields, which I believe are passed down from these champions. The scenes they depict may be the key to passing into the vault. Examine 6 of them. Okay, I'll try my best. Now, that right there, the Ivory Sentinel, is one of the rares in the game. And I probably want to go ahead and see if I can take her out. On top of that, oh, look at these Shieldmaidens. These are really cool. Oh man, I nearly missed this. Good thing I went back, I suppose. But the Shieldmaidens apparently are guarding some sort of secret in their vault that will eventually allow me to, well, help out Lady Sylvanas with whatever it is. She doesn't really want to tell me, and she hasn't told us this entire time. So I'm a little worried that it's something not amazing. But I guess she's the war chief now, so not much we can do about that. But besides, you know, killing the rares and whatnot, I definitely do want to go ahead here and finish up the bonus objective as well. These do a lot of damage. I actually had to pop a whole lot of cooldowns there as well to stay alive. Kind of scary, but I've got a buddy now, right? Are you gonna also kill the rare? No? Alright. Miss Ivory, what's going on? Let's go, let's get started. Gotta try and put you down as fast as I can. You've got a lot of HP though. I probably just want to be very careful with how I'm engaging you, because if I am not, I am probably gonna go ahead and end up falling here. Actually, that was Archmage Modera right there with the freeze. Cool. Very nicely done. Alright, I'm just gonna keep on using my blink here to make sure that I'm healing up as well by using the artifact charges that I've had so far. And as long as I don't get hit by anyone, as you can see, we are doing quite well. Alright, gonna be able to take all these dudes out just fine. There we go. And I also got the Watcher's Divine Inspiration. That's actually a really nice little upgrade here on a trinket. Not a bad drop at all, nice. So that's one of the shields that we were looking for right here. The engravings on the shields depict a goddess of the Shieldmaidens, watching over them in battle. Above her is inscribed the name Aegir. Actually, the previous one that we fought were not the Shieldmaidens. Right here. Those are the Shieldmaidens, if I'm not mistaken, because those seem to be a lot closer to the description than the previous dudes that we fought. Plus, these are actually, you know, girls. Which, oftentimes, you know, I don't want to be sexist or anything, but oftentimes maidens are gonna be girls. Plus, their names actually quite literally have the word Shieldmaiden in it, so that works. I guess the other ones were like protectors of the vault or whatever. I may actually have to head over there in a little bit. Anyway, got my second shield here as well. The shield appears to show various trials undergone by the warriors of the Skald Ashil. A depiction of a nearby temple adorns the center. We've got another rare. What's going on, Isol? Oh, you are badass. You're probably really strong as well. Don't think we want to mess with you all too much. Look at the amount of HP. Whew. Alright, I gotta be careful. I may have been better off killing that other minion here first, the priestess, but as long as we don't trigger her, I think we'll be okay. And we got a whole bunch of order hall resources once again. Very helpful. I've been running very low on those, and I mean, I gotta do those class hall runs. Ooh, she's riding a bear. How did you get control of those? That makes no sense. Excuse me, girls. Just coming through. Oh man, I'm just here to inspect your shields. You guys have been rather impressive by the, you know, the Banshee Queen herself, and alright, fine. I guess I'll have to destroy you then. The third shield is right here. An image of a shield maiden is carved on this shield, kneeling before an elaborate spear. The priestesses of the temple stand nearby, silently observing the rite. I've actually just come across this piece of paper right here that's apparently a quest. Stories of Battle. The writings carried by the priestess appear to be the first part of an epic poem describing the history of Ashildir, the ancient queen of the Valkyra. If Ashildir has a connection to the Shieldmaidens here, you may be able to use that to your advantage. The answer to her involvement likely lies within the remaining text. Collect 8 verses. Oh man. Where am I supposed to keep? Oh, I've been killing so many of these things already, and they're probably covered all over this place. Oh well. Oh well, I guess I'll just carry on and brutally murder everyone that is, you know, trying to go against me. The scene of this shield shows one of the shield maidens hovering above a statue of an ancient champion of Skald Ashil. The shield maiden is glowing with a radiant aura and is held aloft by golden wings. Is she describing the whole scene that we found out in the Halls of Valor earlier, where, you know, people are turning into Valkyrs? It's kind of funny how Archmage Madeira is behaving the exact same way as a water elemental would, except that I can't really control her, but she just sort of attacks whatever I attack, and she actually is rather helpful. I didn't think she'd be that useful. Finally found the shield right here as well. Nice. Upon this shield, an engraving of Aer stands at the entrance to the Titan Vault. She appears to be welcoming a winged champion of the shield maidens inside. Yeah, they are most definitely talking about the Halls of Valor over here. Alrighty, and the last shield, yep, is gonna be right here on the wall. So all we need to do is destroy these final ones, which will more than likely also give me the bonus objective, by the way. But at that point, we're going to be able to complete this quest and see what the final shield has to show. There we go. Bonus objective done. This shield bears an image of a winged shield maiden lifting the body of a fallen Vrykul from a battlefield. The shield maiden's image appears eerily similar to that of the Valkyr. That is what I made the assumption of right now. Anyway, I do still need to get the 5 more verses here of the poem that we saw earlier, but apparently the quest that I can complete is gonna be right here. Okay, so apparently Lady Sylvanas has... Lady Sylvanas, could you help us out? I'm being attacked, Lady Sylvanas. I'm the champion of the Horde, you remember me. I'm right here, Sylvanas, I'm right here! And on this day, exactly 0 fucks were given by Lady Sylvanas Windrunner.
I don't have a target.
It's okay.
I have no time for games.
You have no time for games. I see. That seems appropriate. I would hope that you bring me some good news, Mage, for both of our sake. It would seem that the engravings depict a rite of ascension, which allows the shield maidens to enter the vault. I believe we can use this to our advantage. You must become the next ascendant. Go to the temple and perform the rites. Should you need to wade through the corpses of the shield maidens to do so, then so be it. Find me when you have completed this task, and we will take the vault for the Horde. Seek the blessing at the 4 shrines of the temple, and then commune with the statue. Easy now. I understand you're a priestess and all that, and I know you hit very hard. We found that out the hard way already, but I'm just here, you know, to ascend and get some golden wings and all that. Here's the spear. There we go. So that's the very first one done. But I'm gonna have to get the blessing of 4 of them. Oh man. You know what? Do you think I can engage 4 of those at once? I do have a couple of cooldowns to pop. So you know what? We'll go ahead and go there. See if we can take all of these out. Although there are certainly a lot of them here. Whew. Archmage Madeira tanking all of the damage. Like an absolute pro. She's like my hunter pet right now. She's actually really helpful. Much more than I assumed she would be.
Go on without me.
Oh, my wounds are deep. Go on without me. Apparently she's not as tanky as my my hunter pets, but that's okay. Air's shield. Got that one. Ooh, Madeira, you're back again. Nice, that was fast. There's a lot of fighting going on here, but I've got 3 of the 4 completed right now. And after defeating those, I think I'm gonna be in a good spot. Now, Archmage Madeira, once again, tanking a lot of the damage. But they hit so hard. Like, these guys hit harder than any of the other mobs we faced in the game so far. I keep on nearly dying. They have a lot of HP and they hit like trucks. It's just that they're very susceptible to any kind of crowd control. And as you can see, my newly acquired water elemental keeps on freezing them in place. This appears to be the last verse. Sweet. The verses of the poem unfold the tale of Ashildr founding the Shieldmaidens and bringing them to Skalda Shield. If these Shieldmaidens revere the Valkyria Queen as this would suggest, your dealings with her in Helheim may prove advantageous. Sweet. So this is also going to be the final one for this quest. We're completing a lot of them. And now we need to commune with the statue. The statue of the one and only. I'm assuming here. Ooh, look at that. Aegir is right inside. Oh, that's Aegir right there. Anyway. Is this the statue of Ashildr? Before you stands a statue depicting the leader of the Shieldmaidens in Skalda Shield. Her features look familiar. Attempt to commune with the statue.
What is this? The hero of Helheim seeks entrance to the vault? I know your voice. I will grant you an audience with Aegir. You may proceed, but know that Aegir may not regard you as I do. Seek your fate in the vault, champion. May Aegir be your wings.
Sure. Thank you. I was just laughing right there at Madeira, who was floating about on her horse, but I think we're good to go. And with the crown above her head, we'll talk to the Banshee Queen once more, and that, right there off in the distance, is Aegir. Lady Sylvanas.
What joy is there in this
The
curse?
hero returns, and with the barrier disabled, I will see that you are commended for this. But first, we must claim this vault. It seems that you are full of surprises, Lowko. With the blessings of the Valkyria Queen, you have opened a path that will shape the destiny of Azeroth. I invite you to bear witness, for today, a new day dawns on the Forsaken. Okay. So we're heading inside? Let's go! Let's go! The Vault of Aegir.
Treacherous Banshee! You know not what you are meddling with!
Submit. The Valkyrie are mine.
Your quest for immortality has left you vulnerable. I will have my vengeance! For Varian! For Gilneas! For my son!
Okay, not gonna lie, that truly was epic. I was already wondering where Greymane was hanging out. Of course, we blew up his boat and all that. But that's not gonna hurt, you know, one of the strongest characters in the lore, right? I mean, Worgans aren't really going to be hurt by a little bit of fire, right? Anyways, let's see what Lady Sylvanas has to say about it. That was really cool. It looks like we underestimated Greymane's tenacity, a mistake that cost the Forsaken dearly. This Aegir cannot hide for long, however. If I must, I will hunt her through the halls of valor. Go now, mage. I will call upon you when you are needed. So we once again do get a couple of different rewards, and actually, this is once again a very, very nice upgrade. And with that, we've managed to get the expansions, you know, achievement right here for Vrikel's story, bro, where we have to complete the Stormheim storylines. And actually, the trinket that I just chose got upgraded up to eye level 763 too. So there we go. That's immediately gonna boost our item level up a bunch again as well. Nice. And with that, it is time for us to Hearthstone back to Asuna. And with that, I just found out that apparently my Hearthstone is set to Stormheim still. Little unfortunate. I guess we'll just simply fly over to the Azurwing repos right here in Asuna. This is going to take a little while. I'm sorry, Mr. Senegos. At the very least, though, I'm gonna help you out in the next episode. And now we also do know what happened to Sylvanas and Greymane over on the other end of the continent. But all things considered, thank you very much for the suggestion to be heading back as well. I will most definitely also finish up all of Valsharas's chapters too. I've got one more remaining over there, I believe. But for now, I'm gonna be ending this video right here. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. On top of that, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Links are down below. And other than that, I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I will see you in the next one.